Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel as always. So this is today's look. I don't know, I actually don't really have any inspiration. I just literally was just like, oh, I want to do a splatter paint look. So this is what I came up with. Definitely had a few little troubles here and there, but that's okay. I will say the white does make my under eyes look a little bit funny because it looks like, at least in the monitor, it looks like my eyes are like so swollen and bulging out, but it is what it is. It's art, it's makeup. It comes off anyways. So if you guys want to know how I did this, then go ahead and keep on watching. And yeah, all right, to the video. For my primer, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Onyx primer. This is a mattifying primer. The reason why I'm going to use this one today is because even though my skin is so dry, it still gets oily. And yeah, I don't want to put on a complete anti-shine, just because in anti-shine, it can get really cakey really fast, so I'd rather just do a crap ton of moisturizer and then a mattifying primer on top. And then I put this mainly just in my T-zone, and then with whatever's left over on my fingers, I'll just put that all over my face. Very last thing I like to do is I'll either go in with the e.l.f. Primer Putty or the NYX Pore Filler. The NYX Pore Filler is a little bit thicker, and I have very large pores. This stuff works so well. So I just put this only in the areas where my pores are huge. Alright, so since my skin is breaking out like crazy, just over this pimple and then this one right here, maybe this one, I'm just going to take, this is a green concealer by NYX, and I'm just going to put just a tiny little amount just to hopefully color correct this out, because this is a mess. Sometimes you don't need to color correct. I like to, especially if it's like a darker pimple, because no matter how much you put on top of it, like concealer, it still always has like that dark, like gray cast. And I always like to put just a tiny bit of powder on top of my color corrector, or else, at least for me, it just smears and it mixes in with my foundation. I'm just gonna take just a tiny, tiny little bit of loose powder, or pressed powder, and just set those. So for my foundation, I do want to have a full coverage foundation on, so I am going to use the Juvia's Place matte foundation, but that stuff is so matte, and since my skin's already pretty dry, I do want to add some luminous, whatever it is. I want to add some dewiness to my skin, so I'm going to be taking, this is the Too Faced Dew You Fresh Glow Luminous Face Primer. I love this stuff so much. I'm using Radiant Nude. And I'm just going to take a Duo Fiber brush and put this all over. And because the Juvia's Place foundation is really full coverage, a lot of this isn't going to seep through like too much. Just because in the past, sometimes when I put this on, or just like a luminous primer in general, and then I put my foundation on, I look like a complete grease ball, but I will say this stuff is phenomenal. Okay, so now I can go in with the Juvia's Place foundation. Honestly, I forget what color I am, but yeah. You really, like, this is probably too much, honestly. Like, this stuff is ridiculous how much coverage you get with just such a small amount. It's honestly, it's insane. Okay, and then for my concealer, I like to color correct my under eyes as well, and I have no idea what brand this is or where I even got it from, but it's just like a peach tinted cream. Because same thing with my dark circles, anytime I wear concealer, it still casts like a very gray undertone, so I like to cancel out the darkness. Which, if you guys want a video on color theory, I used to teach color theory at a makeup artistry school downtown Chicago. Honest to God, color theory is like one of my favorite things to talk about. I love color theory. Alright, and then for my actual concealer, I'm going to be taking the Juvia's Place concealer. I use shade 20. Just like the foundation, this stuff is super full coverage. And then before I go and bake, I'm just going to take this NYX Cream Foundation in Caramel and just do a little bit of cream contour. I don't always do cream contour, but whenever I feel like my face looks extra bloated, oh my god, I can't grab my brush, then I like to go in and do cream contour and powder contour. I don't even know if it makes a difference. It just psychologically makes me feel better. I would do my forehead, but I don't want to get makeup all over my bandana, and honestly, I'm too lazy to take it off, so there we go. Don't forget to also get behind the ears. I see so many people stop their contour like right here, and I'm like, no, you gotta go all the way behind the ears. Super, super, super important. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with my sponge, take any of these creases out, and I'm going to bake everywhere. Not everywhere, but my under eyes and my forehead and my chin. I'm at the point in my life where my under eyes used to never crease, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they crease ridiculously. So no matter how dry I am, I always have to bake at this point. Okay, and then I'm just gonna grab a fluffy brush and powder the rest of my face. Oh my god, that was an obnoxious amount. And also, don't forget to powder your neck too, because we have the cream contour there. And I'm wearing a very, very white shirt, and don't know why I'm wearing it because I actually like this shirt, so if I get makeup on it, I'm gonna be upset, but oh well. All right, so I wiped off my bake, so now I'm gonna go in with my powder contour. So this is by Inglot. It's just their, like, they call it their freedom system that you get to like customize your own. So I like to take this lighter shade and pop that under my eyes just for a little bit more brightening. And then switching gears, going into these two colors. I do like to use this one because it is more of a cooler tone, so it gives you more of the illusion of like an actual shadow. But this one can look a little bit too gray on me, so I like to mix these two together because this one adds a little bit more warmth. And I'm not going to go too crazy since I already have the powder or the cream contour. This is just kind of like a topper, like we're really sharpening it. Ooh. Alright, so for my blush, normally I like to stick more towards like peaches, but I am feeling extravagant today and I want to wear hot pink. So I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Tutti Frutti, or Fruit Cocktail, my bad, in Plumagranate. I'm only going to be using this side though, because this is obviously a little bit too dark for me. Okay, this stuff's really pigmented, so I'm just going to try to have a very, very light hand. Okay, I think I might have gone a little bit too ham, but... So for my highlight, I'm going to take, this is the Inglot Sparkling Dust Face, Eyes, and Body. This is color number 6. This stuff, I used to sell the crap out of this stuff because it, to me at least, it is the most blinding highlighter I have ever come across. I will say on camera, if you're doing like a professional editorial shoot, if you're using flash, all of these little particles will flash back. I'm going to grab the Bioderma. It's just some facial mist because this is a loose eyeshadow, or loose eyeshadow. It's a loose highlighter pigment. And it doesn't really stick well if you don't have something tacky to your skin or something wet. Shoo. Guys, I used this morning and literally, I think I accidentally put the cap on wrong and it was spraying the whole time, so it filled it up and it exploded. Anyways, side note. Oh my god. Oh my god. Put her everywhere. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, I need to stop. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the Louise Base. This is, I believe, this is Rumor Zero, so it's literally just pure white. And I like to just kind of put it on. So I'm just going to take a clean, dry beauty blender and just put this pretty much all over the lid, into the crease, and maybe up to the brow bone. I don't know yet. Just going to put on one more layer and see what happens because I want this pretty opaque. Alright, so before I move, I'm going to take, this is a very large, very dense fluffy brush, and I'm taking Jeffree Jawbreaker palette in the color Virgin. This is pure white, And I'm just gonna go in and set this. And I'm still trying to actually like keep my eyeshadow shape. So normally I go up and down and kind of out. But obviously this is white, so it's not gonna be super visible on my skin tone, but that's okay. We do with what we can. All right, so we'll do the same thing on the other eye. All right, you guys, just so we're all on the same page, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. I grabbed, these are by Kryolan, the UV Day Glow Aqua Colors. I've got green, blue, pink, yellow, orange. Got it all. I've got my water bottle, because these are water activated, and I'm going to be using a very stiff brush, and I'm just going to hope for the best and splatter it. Yeah, I don't really have any rhyme or reason. We're just gonna go for it. I say let's start with orange. I'm gonna grab a tissue so it doesn't go like literally everywhere. So blind I can barely see it, but I think we got something. All right, we're gonna stop there and move on to the next color, because you can always add more, but you can't take away. All right, we're getting somewhere, All right, so I'm gonna just do the same thing with all the other colors, and I'm just gonna slowly start building it up. Because like I said, you can always add more, but you can't take away. God, I feel like an idiot right now. Okay, so it got a little bit all over my face, like down here and here where I didn't want it to, but it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera, and then I'm gonna do one eyeliner off camera, just because I have a few different ideas in mind, and we'll see what I come up with, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so here's the situation. So I was trying to be cute, and I did the black eyeliner, and then I was thinking of being like, oh, that'd be cool if I did like white splattered on top of the black eyeliner, but I just wanted to show you guys that's what it looks like. I'm not particularly a fan, so I'm just gonna go back on top with the black eyeliner, and I think just having just the super clean black just looks better. But if you guys want to know how I did this, I literally just took some white water activated paints on a tiny little eyeliner brush, and here, let me zoom in. Literally just bloop, 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 bloop. And that was it. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna put some eyelashes on. Okay, and here we are with the almost completed look. Like I said, I ended up just going back over on top with the black just because the white just, ugh, I just didn't like it. So for lipstick, I'm going to, I know I wear black all the time, but I honestly feel like black is the most appropriate color for this. I feel like, I mean, realistically, we can go any color, but I just feel like to make a statement, let's do black lipstick. So I'm gonna be taking, this is Alien by NYX. This is just their liquid suedes. All right, you guys, so here is the finished look. Definitely was a little bit messier than I had anticipated it to. I got some of the splatter like up here and down here and there, but you know what? It just makes my nasty pimple look like a speckle, so in the end, we win anyways. So thank you guys so much for watching as usual. All of the products that I used will be down in the description box as always, along with my social media. And by the way, your girl made a TikTok, which I hate admitting it. It has been so much fun. So if you guys want to go follow me on there, it's the same thing as my Instagram handle. I'll put that down below. And yeah, all right, until the next one, bye.